Oh, lessons from eye poking? Yeah, that's what we got from Max Holloway in UFC 300. Folks, welcome to the channel. And yes, talking a bit about something that seems to be unrelated to survival and preparedness, but believe me, it is. It's not just the eye poking, which we will go through right now in a minute, but also about nerves, keeping your cool, not letting someone work you up into doing something against your own best interest. All of this in this video. So in case you're not familiar with this is UFC 300, huge mixed martial arts event, and one of the main fights was Max Holloway against Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje was actually the favorite, I'm pretty sure, in terms of bets. Bigger guy, heavier handed, and Max Holloway was going up weight class. Max Holloway is probably a better boxer, but one of the things he had a lot of luck with was at the end of round one, he threw a kick that caught Justin right in the nose, busting that nose completely, breaking the nose, and really limiting Justin Gaethje's capabilities. Before that, it is interesting because I saw the fight like 3 or 4 times already. Before that, very weird, Justin Gaethje kept on tripping. Even before getting hit once, he tripped like 3 times in round 1 for no apparent reason. I don't know exactly what that is, if he was injured, if there's something else going on, but you know, you couldn't help to notice it. I saw it right away, but when I saw it a couple more times, it became more obvious that he tripped on his own feet for no apparent reason, especially the first time. Then he got caught with a nice hook. I don't know if that's really enough to get you tripping that bad, but anyway, great kick to the nose. But then in round 2, we have this. We have the eye gouge. We have the eye poking. That, man, within 1 round, in 1 minute, he poked first one eye and then the other. And no, this is not accidental because you clearly see him. This is Max Holloway, which is a good boxer, by the way. It's not as if this is a man that is unfamiliar with using his hands. So, as you see, the hands are closed. And when those come forward, look at the right hand. They start poking out, and pokey. There you go. And he sends that thumb. This is the second one. The first one was one of the index fingers on the other eye. The second time, he does the same thing, but he opens the entire hand up and buries the thumb into the other eye. And there you go. So now you have a guy that he wasn't looking all that great. He wasn't looking great to begin. Here, another angle. Right? Another angle. He throws a kick, and those kicks were very good. But is this the same thing again? He goes at it with the open hand. Yeah, I think that's the other one. So my point here is, you have a guy that already is very limited, and then you poke both of his eyes. Guys, this is nothing new. In the world of mixed martial arts, John Jones is the king of eye poking. It is super effective. Now, this does not mean that someone that is untrained is going to defeat a professional fighter or even a well-trained fighter simply because eye poking. Now, it does work. It works in boxing as well. It is a lot more difficult because with boxing, given the type of glove, it's very difficult to get that finger in there. It can be done, and it's often done. I think it's quite dirty. Dana White was in the press conference saying, "Oh, we're eye poking." No, there shouldn't be eye poking. I don't think that's cool. I think it's kind of messed up. But the other thing that's quite interesting is that right about in the end of the fight, after all of the eye poking, all of the mess that we saw there, so he went into this with this weird tripping thing that doesn't quite add up. I think he was either injured or something was going on with him. Max Holloway, to his credit, he landed a brutal kick to the nose in the last second of round 1. And then in round 2, he poked both eyes. And this guy, because of how tough and durable he is, he kept on fighting and fighting in spite of having nothing to give up. He was pretty much done for the next 4 rounds. But in the last round, in the last 10 seconds, this guy goes and says, you know what? Come here. Let's finish this thing. And he falls for it. Let me show you exactly the moment. It was like in the last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds, at this point, when the guy was basically, not standing on nothing left to give, Max Holloway goes to the middle of the octagon and says, come on, let's trade here. And Justin Gaethje does the most stupid thing anyone can do, which is, okay, please knock me out in the last second of this fight, which is not in the interest of Justin Gaethje. He could have ended up losing a fight by decision instead of getting knocked out, having put up a fight in a brutal manner with a busted nose for most of the fight, and still he could not knock him out. He falls for this stupid thing of, come on, you have nothing to trade. And it is incredible that people like Dana White, what a warrior. I mean, yeah, they're promoting the thing and so on, but if you have any experience fighting and throwing punches at one another, you know that, yeah, that's cool when you do it in round 1, not when you're already done, when you have no chance of landing anything whatsoever. So if you are the warrior, the gladiator that Max Holloway claims he is, do that in round 1, man. If you want to throw hands like an idiot and see who gets caught, do that in round 1 and see who gets caught and wins the fight in round 1. Don't go for the eye poking. Don't go for the boxing clinic that you try to do, and it was quite effectively the case, especially when he was incapable of even seeing you for most of the fight. But in the last 10 seconds of the fight, it's not in your best interest as Justin Gaethje to get knocked out cold. The brain damage and losing by knockout instead of losing by decision and being able to claim this guy broke my nose, poked both of my eyes, boxed my face off, and he couldn't still knock me out. You go and let yourself get dropped cold like that. Yeah, that is letting your emotions get the best of you. That is being hot-headed and thinking, I have nothing else to give. But I will try to swing away when swinging away blind only will get me knocked out. And it did. But I thought it was, and the card was fantastic, by the way. The last fight, Pereira, the dude got kicked in the nuts, and he went like, oh no, wait a second. Boom, knocks out Hill like a total champ. Anyway, very interesting, but something here to be learned too. See you next time, guys. Take care.